Hi everybody, welcome back to Lost Arts of Nature. I'm sitting in the workroom upstairs today. As you can see, it's quite cluttered. You can see behind me. I tried to set the camera up so that you couldn't see the clutter, but it was impossible. I don't usually film in this room, but today what I want to talk about, I need my notes. So it just felt like it was easier to set up in this room than be walking around the woods. However, it's a beautiful day out there, so I kind of wish I was out there. So what have we been doing this week? I wanted to do just a little tiny update of what we're doing this week before I talk to you about my exciting Patreon launch. And I want to talk to you all about Patreon. So this week we've been ill. We've all had a cold. Just a cold, nothing more sinister, but still just, yeah, feeling quite lethargic this week. I was actually hoping to record and publish this last Saturday, but it just wasn't going to happen. We were just we were all quite lethargic and it was quite difficult to get anything done really. So this is coming to you a little bit later than I'd hoped. And because I wasn't feeling too great, I haven't been doing anything too challenging this week, but I did want to just show you. I'm doing some knitting at the moment. This beautiful green, I love this colour, reminds me of the forest. And I'm making for my mum, if you're watching Mum, here's progress. I'm making some knitted wrist warmers. And I do make these sometimes for people. They're really nice. They're very warm, and I've got one here that I made for myself, so I can model it for you so you can see. So they look like that. They sit like that over your hands. They're really warm. This one has got it's all garter stitch, and you can see it's knitted this way instead of that way. It's knitted this way, which gives it this quite interesting look. And this one I did some detailing with rib stitch, but I decided that I don't like it actually. And so what I do now is I do a moss stitch, which is much nicer. Which as these ones progress, I will show you what the moss stitch stripe looks like. Do an update. But that's a really nice little project. I can just do in the background, and it doesn't matter if I'm not feeling 100%. So that's what I've been up to this week. Has anybody else been making anything this week? I'd love to hear. So if you've got anything you'd like to show that you've been making, pop it in the comments below if you're watching this on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, don't think you can post photos to YouTube comments, can you? So maybe head over to the Facebook page and show us over there what you've been up to. So let's get down to business. So what I actually want to talk to you about today is that very exciting, I have launched a Patreon account. Now I did launch a Patreon account a few months ago, but I wasn't really happy with the tiers, so I never really kind of pushed it in any way, but now I'm super happy with it, so I'm happy to, you know, share it and share it off to everyone. So I've got my little list here of things. I wanted to go through what Patreon is, what it means, and if you wanted to join that platform and join us over there, how you can do that, and what you get for the support that you pledge. So here we go. So Patreon is basically a platform where you can support different creators. So if there's a creator that you particularly connect with and you'd like to support them, you can do so, and in return for your support you get what Patreon call rewards, and the rewards kind of correlate with how much you pledge to support each month. So I'm just going to run through what rewards I'm going to offer for the different levels of support, and if you would like to know more, contact me. You can get me through Facebook, send me a private message, or you can go onto the Patreon account and I'll leave a link for that below in the description, and you can go over there to have a look, where it's all written out and you can really take your time looking over it and seeing if there's a level of support that you would like to pledge towards. So I've got 6 tiers on Patreon that you can choose from, and the rewards get bigger as you go up the tiers. So the first one is just for £1 a month, and for that £1 a month you get my heartfelt thanks and gratitude and thank you very much for supporting us. Even just £1 a month is really, really helpful and just means so much that people are wanting to support us, and it all helps. So that's my first tier. My second tier, they do get more exciting, I promise. My second tier is £10 a month, and for £10 a month you will receive bonus content. What does that mean? So basically on the Patreon platform, I'll publish each month, I will publish extra videos and photos which are only available to patrons. They won't be published anywhere else. And what will they contain? So photos will be, as you know, I quite like a bit of digital photography, and quite often I get those photographs printed as greetings cards or canvases and such things. So any photos that I take from around the woods, the house, the veg garden, the chickens, the river, and occasionally if we do trips out, obviously when we're not under restrictions of travel. There's nothing going on at the moment, unfortunately. In Wales we are currently under lockdown, so it'll all be here on the land at the moment. But as that relaxes, maybe, you know, some shots of trips out that we do. So that will be the photos. For the videos then, I'm looking to do kind of general chats and updates and, you know, what we're doing here on the land and in the house. I would like to do some craft tutorials, possibly some kitchen-y type tutorials, you know, in terms of, you know, recipes and things like that. Readings, I'm quite looking forward to doing some readings from some different books. I've got some really lovely books, both children's books and non-children's books, and I'd like to do some readings from them, which I think would be really nice. And also what I'm really excited about is doing some craft alongs. So at this level, if you can join at the £10 a month level, you would come into the community of doing craft alongs with us, which would be really exciting. What types of crafts? Most, because I have a bit of a need to learn everything. So I'm sure, you know, whatever your interest is in terms of craft will probably cover it at some point. So that's the £10 a month tier. The next level up then is £20 a month. So you'll receive my gratitude and the bonus content, but you'll also receive a monthly newsletter. And at the moment, that monthly newsletter will be digital. I'm exploring the options of possibly getting it printed at some point and then posted out to you. But for the moment it will remain digital because I haven't yet found a printer that I'm happy with using on a regular basis that I can do within the financial constraints. So for the moment it will be digital. And what will it include? It will include, I've got my list here, so I'm just reading from my list, book reviews, general news and updates, recipes, tutorials. Tutorials will be craft tutorials, or they might be kind of self-sufficiency type tutorials where we're doing lots of growing and preserving, that kind of thing. Also, I want to publish in the newsletter ideas for connecting with nature and ideas for children to connect with nature. I'm homeschooling my 5-year-old daughter, and we, as part of that, we do lots of activities outdoors, connecting with the natural world, and so there'll be lots of ideas from that kind of side of our lives in there as well. Perhaps the odd the seasonal poems or seasonal artworks that I come across that I think are really inspiring. And also, yeah, just kind of anything else that comes up, really, general kind of updates. Anything that I see that I think fits the bill. So the fourth tier then is at £40 a month, and this is where it starts to get into more tangible rewards. So for £40 a month, you get my gratitude, the bonus content, the monthly newsletter, and you also get a monthly gift sent through the post. So each month you'll receive a little package from me of a gift from here at Lost Arts of Nature. So that's mostly going to be handmade by me. So I make wet felted items, needle felted items, mixed media items, sewn items. Sometimes I do a bit of slow stitching, greetings cards, postcards, sometimes printed from a photo, but also made as well, handmade little pieces of art. I also do knitting and crochet, as you saw, but not sure if that's going to be included in this because you've got all sizing and different people's colour preferences and things like that, so I'm not sure how I'm going to work that out. Paper crafts, mixed media pieces, I said that already, didn't I? And also I'm looking at the possibility of putting together little creativity packs, so little packs of exciting goodies that you can make your own things with. So there might be like vintage lace in there, vintage buttons, different types of fabric, different wools, depending on your interests and how you like to create things. There's a possibility that I might also collaborate with some other artists and crafters that I know who offer things like pottery, watercolour paintings, handmade soaps, and I might occasionally have them contribute to this monthly gift. So it might not always be made by me, it might sometimes be made by other crafters that I know. What I need to say about this tier is it's limited to 5 spots, because I want to make sure that if for those monthly gifts that I'm really giving it the time and energy that it deserves at that level. So it's limited to 5 people. The 5th tier then is £60 a month, and for that level you're getting everything that I've said before, and in addition, at each of the 2 solstices of the year, the summer solstice and the winter solstice, I will send you a little box of goodies. So this isn't just one gift, this is a box of gifts, and it'll be like a little collection over the 6 months, from the summer solstice to the winter solstice, then the winter solstice, summer solstice. I will work on putting together these little boxes for you. And I kind of feel like I want to call them something like care packages or something like that. And the idea is that there'll be little handmade gifts in there from me or from my creator friends. There might be packets of seeds in there that I've collected from the garden. There might be bare-rooted plants in there, possibly. There's the possibility of, and I need to check that I'm allowed to do this through Patreon. I think I am. I'll have to check. I make preserves, jams, jellies, that kind of thing. Little pots of preserves, maybe. And we're also thinking, and I thought of this morning, we're starting to think about producing our own honey here and getting some hives. So maybe some little pots of honey, especially in the summer, because that would be really nice. Because we have lots of bluebells here in the woods, so it'd be like Welsh bluebell honey. Just sounds amazing. I can't wait for that. So there might be little pots of that in the boxes. Have I missed anything? No, just that tier with the little care packages at the solstices, limited to 3 people, because I just want to make sure that I'm, really giving them the care and attention that they need. Then let me just check something. Yes, okay, so then the last tier is tier number 6. £80 a month. And honestly, if you're supporting us at £80 a month, I mean, I can't imagine that somebody that somebody would. It just seems like unreal. I can't imagine that. But if you were able to, we would just be so hugely grateful. And to show that gratitude, you would get everything that I've just explained, and in addition, once a year, we'd like to welcome you here to Abertaf in Wales. Come and have a visit, have a tour of the land, come and walk in the woods, come and visit the river, come and sit by the river and see if you can spot kingfishers with us. We can show you everything that we do here, have a tour of the house, and we'll have a couple of hours in the afternoon perhaps where I'll make some cakes in our Rayburn, hopefully, when it gets installed. I'll make some homemade cakes and we can just have tea and cake and chat, and we'd be very happy to talk you through any part of our lives here, and show you around the gardens, and you can meet the chickens and come and spend an afternoon with us once a year. So that would be really lovely, because it would just be lovely to meet people as well. That tier is limited to, let me check, 2 people. So there are some limits on some of the tiers, so if you're interested in them, just be aware that they are limited, because that it's just a case of wanting to offer these things, but also wanting to offer them well, and making sure that we're really I don't like doing things by halves. It makes me very uncomfortable. I like to do things, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it well, so that's why they're limited. So I've been going on for ages. Thank you if you're still listening. Head over to Patreon. I'll leave the link below. Head over there, have a read through all the different things that we offer. If you're interested in joining us, you can do that through the Patreon. So that link will show you what you need to do. I think that's all from us. I think that's all from me at the moment. Got some really exciting videos planned over the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Oh, if you like this video, please hit the subscription button. It'd be lovely to get some more subscribers and form a little community. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Bye for now.